Welcome to the Business Finance Bulletin, episode 163. Again to the latest Business Finance Bulletin with me, Rob Warlow from Business Loan Services, the commercial finance expert. In this bulletin, late payment reporting regulations in force, business confidence and rising costs, and new members of the Association of Alternative Business Finance. Let's kickstart this bulletin with our old friend late payment. Now, if you've been a regular watcher and listener of this bulletin, you know I do feature late payment quite regularly. The reason being, of course, it is a big problem for many small businesses, particularly those who are dealing with larger companies who use their bigger negotiating and brand muscle to delay payments. And of course, that causes cash flow problems for many businesses. Now, the government has been aware of this for some time, and finally new regulation has come into force with effect from the 6th of April 2017, which is going to be forcing bigger businesses to be more transparent on their payment practices. So with effect from the 6th of April, bigger businesses will now have to report every 6 months on the percentage of bills that they've been paying late, and also outlining every 6 months their standard terms and conditions, how they engage with small businesses. Now, the bigger businesses, who are they? Well, as defined by the Companies Act, these are businesses that are turning over more than £36 million a year, have got more than 250 employees, and or a balance sheet value of more than £18 million. They have to fit 2 of those 3 criteria to be caught under this reporting regime. So good to see then some businesses now hopefully going to be named and shamed if they are habitual late payers. But of course, whether it changes behaviour or not, that remains to be seen. But hey, at least it's a step in the right direction. Now that we've started the Brexit process, how confident are business owners feeling about the future? Well, a lot of surveys are coming out and showing that small businesses in particular are much more confident about UK post-Brexit and also where we stand today. Our latest surveys come out from Ratesetter Business Finance. They found that 40% of business owners said they are planning to grow over the next 12 months. And 82% of them say that they are planning to invest in their business over the next year. All good stuff. Now, Barclays have also spoken to their small business customers, particularly looking at costs. And they found out that on average, over the last 12 months, small business owners said their costs have increased by 3.2%. That's compared to 1.1% a year ago. Now, of those, 2/3 of them are saying that they are going to be increasing prices if inflation increases further. 17% of them say that they are not planning to increase prices because they're afraid to do so. And about 15% of them say they really just don't know what to do at this stage. So you can see a lot of confusion about prices. Do I pass on? Well, of course, this is really all down to knowing your business and your profit margins really well. So you've got to sit down and really scrutinize all of your costs, not just your purchase of raw materials and goods, but all your general overheads, just to make sure you don't inadvertently hit your margins by not being bold enough to increase your prices. So this whole thing about business confidence generally is going to unfold as we further go into the Brexit process. So continue watching this bulletin for news on how your colleagues are faring. In my Business Finance Bulletin, episode 154, I covered the formation of a new trade body, the Association of Alternative Business Finance. Founded by 7 key players in the alternative finance scene, the association is all about bringing transparency and standards and new guidelines to the alternative finance market, which is still relatively new. All those players are experts in providing cash flow support, invoice discounting, and also unsecured business loans. Well, the association itself is now growing with the admission of 3 new members, being Invoice Cycle, Merchant Money and Reward Finance Group. All of these also providing cash flow support, finance generally to businesses. So it's great to see there a body continuing to grow and really championing transparency in this relatively new sector. So if you want to know more about the association and its aims and what it does, go along to their website, which is aabf.co.uk. Well, that's it for another bulletin. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please don't forget to give it a like and a share. Also, don't forget, if you're watching the video version, pop along to iTunes, Stitcher and SoundCloud, where you'll find a podcast version of this so you can download and listen to at your leisure. Thanks very much for being with me. Look forward to being with you again next time. Have a great, successful and profitable week. Bye-bye now.